they too basic. I can never shake their hand, they too basic. Halloween. Breaking records that good, I really trap that good. Back in my day, that crazy.
Big. I mean, you can start playing on current gen on September 4th and, you know, collect cards, keep going on your progressions, and then migrate over to the next gen, and you get everything that you did. Your progression, your cards, your My Points, your VC, and your tokens all carry over to next gen.
Yeah, I know one thing the community was absolutely asking for is that sense of progression and putting in that time and having it pay off between generations, so that's a great thing to hear.
So Blake, what are you excited to do in My Team in NBA 2K21?
Just delve right in. For me, the most fun part about My Team is starting fresh, honestly. When you get that new game, you pop it in and you build your team from those bronze, silver, gold tier players and are able to, when you finally get that, you know, the amethyst, it's like gold at that.
And now, the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. At center, standing 7 feet even, number 7, Joel Embiid. At shooting guard, standing 6'6", number 4, Harden. At the other guard position, standing 6'1", number 25, Derrick Rose. At power forward, standing 6'10", number 3, Anthony Davis. At the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 23, Lebron James. Your home team head coach is Frank Vogel.
Welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is fearless on the court and with his sense of fashion. Growing up around Los Angeles, he said, I felt like every day was the first day of school. That's how it was the minute I woke up.
Influential with his taste for sure, David. Thank you. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Houston, 4th in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top 3. And of course, the Los Angeles Lakers, tied right now.
And seeing where the Rockets are, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. And now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Andre Drummond is out there with Ibaka, and it's Hayward in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Derrick Rose is out there with Bogdanovich, and it's McGee in at the 5. Chris, we're getting into a new season, but already we're seeing teams hit that injury bug early on.
Yeah, Kevin, don't you just hate to see it? So hopefully those guys come back healthy. And, man, you hate seeing that, but I tell you what, again, injuries can always also have a positive effect. If you get that injured player back, let's just think you get to give guys time that didn't get that much time before. So they're getting kind of 2 seasons within one. The playoffs come, you get that healthy player back. And by the way, you have a guy that you've developed off the bench, and now you have a deeper team, a little more depth.
Both free throws good from Rose.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Harden dishes to Drummond. Westbrook against Rose. Bounce pass from Westbrook. And Harden wide open. He shoots. No good from outside. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Clippers in Los Angeles. Here's Davis. And the rejection by Ibaka. Hayward looking around. Fade away. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. about 1 minute into the first quarter. Rose passes to McGee and stolen by Drummond. And now Hayward pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
You can't be careless guarding Hayward. He's adept at forcing the D's hand and getting the call.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
Both good from the line that time. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Davis down low, defended by Ibaka. And it's LeBron missing. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Here is Rose after the made shot from Andre Drummond. Davis inside, Ibaka on him. Davis kicks to LeBron. Bogdanovich wide open. Los Angeles with another miss. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
He's terrific at finding an open man. I mean, good awareness from the floor, from the combo guard, Harden.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here.
And sometimes I feel like people don't truly appreciate the greatness of what James Harden does. He's one of the toughest guys to check on the fast break. He has one of the best Euro steps in the game, the best footwork in the game. He'll hit you in the head for deep. You can't check him without fouling him. The precision of his movements, the ease in which he scores. Come on, man.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Passes it to Westbrook. With the shot. That one, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way. As you said, C-Webb, what Harden has been doing the last few years is truly remarkable.
Yeah, Kevin, and it's funny because when you are achieving greatness and critics try to diminish what you're doing, it's just funny to me. Harden is one of the great guards of all time, no matter how you slice it.
Releases. That one a little long.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range, just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Got that one up quick.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
And it's Westbrook missing. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Rose with the ball. Westbrook picks him up. And the basket by Rose.
And Derrick Rose certainly equipped athletically to punish teams in the paint.
Harden against James for 3. Rose with the rebound. Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against Golden State. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. 5 to shoot. From about 19 feet, the Rockets pull it in.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Westbrook dishes to Harden. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, he attacks the glass with a ferocity that you have to see to believe. Rebounding, that's his forte.
Now James. Last time out he had 13 points. Outside Bogdanovich. Pass to Rose. Here's Davis. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
And that's the role they want for Rose, getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
Now here's Westbrook. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Clippers. Pass to Hayward. Tries yet again, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, man, right there, Hayward willing to sacrifice his body in traffic to make the play.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Last year, 90%, and he was right there among the best in the league with that percentage.
The Lakers making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Rose. Knocks down the 10-footer. Rose has got 6 points.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
Here's Drummond. Ready by Bogdanovich. For Los Angeles, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And at Utah, Kyle Kuzma restricted to more of a traditional power forward role. Now, the wide-open NBA style has unleashed his game.
First trip to the line for him here. And Chris, really, a combo forward game for Kuzma. He's comfortable playing small forward as well.
Well, defensively, I think he's better on the wing. I mean, think about this. In high school, he was only 5'9" as a freshman. Man, did he grow. He has experience on the perimeter.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Andre Drummond.
Coming out of high school, Kuzma was a very raw player, but his development was fast and furious at the college level, and he continued to get better once he entered the NBA.
That one falls.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, what hustle from Harden. Just sprinting down the floor in transition, finding a great shot as a result.
LeBron against Hayward. James looking it over. And they double up James. Outside Bogdanovich. Los Angeles with another miss. Here's Westbrook. Cousins, great positioning on the putback.
Poor job defensively on the glass. I mean, Cousins is the first guy you have to get a body on. He has good anticipation and those long arms.
Now here's Rose. 6 points for him. Here's Kuzma. Here's Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Davis has got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Offensive rebound. And some nice passing there by Houston. Goes up again, and it's Hayward. That time on the assist by Harden. And that's now 6 points for Gordon Hayward. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. Here's James, and James throws it down hard.
Oh, come on. Hall of Fame, athleticism, and ability. James has no problem throwing it down in style.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And it's Westbrook missing.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Houston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Shooting the foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris, is there someone you competed with that you feel is underrated by history, has not been given their due?
Definitely. I think when you look at White Chalk, Jason Williams, what he started in the culture of play and what he continued. You look at Ben Wallace, who I played with 4 years at Washington, and he was coming off the bench there, and we saw that potential with him. I mean, the way he led the league in rebounding, his defensive prowess. I mean, the Pistons wouldn't have had a championship and gotten to another final if it wasn't for him. And also, I got to shout my man now, Mike Bibby, and Peja Stojakovic, 2 of the best shooters I've played with.
Oh, great names, and I totally agree.
For a player, almost a sure thing to score in tight. That was a stunner.
And it's good for 2. Cousins has got his second basket of the night.
Oh, really? Cousins is so big and strong that you really have to whack him to prevent him from scoring. He welcomes contact with open arms and one.
Now here is Davis. A 23-point game for him in the win against Golden State.
His impact wasn't just on offense. He played great. He blocked 2 shots. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot he didn't do in that game.
So it's the Rockets now. Following the bucket by the Lakers. Outside Fournier. Covington wide open. He fires. And a miss there on the triple.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Kuzma passes to Davis. And they double up Davis. And it's Rondo in the corner. Caldwell Pope outside. Out left to the wing. Tries from 7. And yes, it's good.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
There's the pass to Cousins. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Here's Cousins. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
He didn't ignore the defensive aspect either. I mean, his 3 blocks tell that story.
Now here's Tucker. And at last they get one to fall.
Now there's the quick read come to expect that Tucker getting into position for the rebound and getting some points out of it.
Outside Bogdanovich to the inside. Here's Kuzma. That ball, nice lead that time from Bogdanovich. 6 points for Kyle Kuzma.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Fournier. There's 1:17 left here in the first quarter. And he uses the glass on the layup. Cousins has got 6.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
1:03 left in the first quarter of the game. Rondo against T. Rondo kicks to Davis. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Davis has got the game tied up here for the Lakers. Houston's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Rondo against T. No good. Shot missing. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference season.
Now here's Kuzma. He has 6. Can't hit from the elbow. There's 21 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And Fournier kicks to T. Slammed in by T.
And when you get as much speed going to the rim as T does, sometimes momentum just carries you in to a slam like that one.
Here's Davis, and that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 2. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. LeBron James is the all-time leader in playoff field goals made, and he had this to say about his ability to nail clutch shots.
I always feel like I got it. I always feel like I got it in the clutch, no matter what's going on throughout the course of a game. Even when you're struggling at times and you're not shooting the ball particularly well, I just feel like it's going in.
That's the type of confidence you gotta have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in, no doubt. And there may not be that much their opponent can do about it.
LeBron and Kuzma make it the forwards. Rondo and Caldwell Pope in the backcourt. And it's Howard in at the center. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. And Rondo drops them both. And some great moments for Rajon Rondo. Helped Boston to a title back in 2008. And as we know, he's a four-time All-Star.
Yeah, one of the most honorary, toughest, and smartest players in the league. He devours films. I mean, he makes his son watch film. You see that his 4-year-old son is watching film. What's going on, man? But he's made it clear, once his playing days are done, he wants to be an NBA coach.
Rockets trail. Now here's T. Kicks it to Tucker. To the middle. Here's Cousins. A good finish in the rack off a slick feed. Cousins has got 8.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from the inside.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And they double up James. Caldwell Pope outside. That 3 off the mark.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Houston moving the ball around. Tucker can't get it to go. And Los Angeles guys shooting at 48% to the floor. Looking good. Kuzma, that's good.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Feeds it to Fournier. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg. Everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there? With the score this tight.
Here's LeBron. The Rockets making the shot. Kuzma inside. Guarded by Tucker. Kuzma can't get it to go.
Not the guy you expect to be missing the bunny.
Cousins against Howard. To the paint. The shot's good from Fournier. Fournier's got 4 points this quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Fournier is James. A 3. Sinks the three-point line. Yes,
defensively, you'd like to rush James off the three-point line, but then that causes other problems like his drive.
Teague against Rondo. Teague kicks to Fournier. Down low, Cousins makes it off the glass. Cousins has got 10.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their consecutive make in the paint.
Outside Rondo. Back to James. And James throws it down.
You think of all the different images in your mind over the years of James attacking the rim.
Teague up top. He's covered by Rondo. And it's slammed in by Teague. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
Now here's James. He's got 9. Inside. Kuzma passes to LeBron. And they double up LeBron. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You two players.
And the Lakers have possession. Kuzma finds James. And they double up LeBron. Out to Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 11 points for Kyle Kuzma.
He's one of the top guys when it comes to those catch-and-shoot jump. He loves getting those shots off in a split second.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Fast break. The Lakers. And that one is off. Good D by Covington. Here's Cousins. That shot missing.
Man, you don't see this fella many layups. Not against D like that anyway.
James with it. Now Covington defending. Teague against James. And James throws it down.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustration emerge.
And it's hard not to get discouraged on such an off night shooting ball, but somehow he kept the intensity up. I mean, that was a really gutty win.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Anthony Davis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Rose in for Rajon Rondo. Lakers leading by 4.
And most fans think of the Rockets as offense only, but that's not the case. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. Westbrook drives in. The shot falls for only his second bucket, 2 for 9.
I like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. He gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
And they double up James. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Well, the big reason why they're in front is because they've been able to limit mistakes like that one.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Trailing by 4. Westbrook pushes to Drummond. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And it's Davis with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Westbrook with it. Picked up by Davis. And he gets the bucket. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
On the way forward. And stolen by Drummond. And here's Harden for 3. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Outside Korver. Passes to McGee. To the inside. It's stolen by Ibaka. Harden against Davis. There's the 3. Kept alive. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Wow, you got to admire the aggression. Drummond leaving no room for error with the nice slant.
Outside Davis. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming out. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis is just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Free throw good, Davis. And we are talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words, Greg, what he is able to do on the basketball floor?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time on a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable.
Chris, you've been a commentator for the NBA Vegas Summer League. Amazing how much that event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. This is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You got to love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. Bogdanovich is checked in for Kyle Korver. Both free throws good from Westbrook. And it's Rose with the ball for the Lakers. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
And when the bench steps up, they take pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
Hayward can't hit. Lakers have gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Pass to McGee. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Davis. That shot misses. Some solid defense from Ibaka. To the paint. No good. That would have tied it.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure you two will have a good laugh about it later. When you see why McGee's teammates lob it up his way because they know he can go up and get it.
And here's Harden for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 5 now.
No, they've tailored their offense around him. And let me tell you, he loves playing in the system.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Pass to Davis. And they double up Davis. Back to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 6. Here's LeBron. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on James Harden. And coming up as an only child in difficult circumstances, LeBron James said he had to grow up early to take charge of his life at a young age.
Yeah, and that's what made him such a solid person and a great basketball player. And ever since he sought control of his own destiny, Kevin, he empowered trusted friends along the way. He's paved a new path for players taking ownership of their careers.
Second free throw, no good.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
He kicks it to McGee. This is it to Davis. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet. Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening, and thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. So he loves to knock you down a bit.
Then McLemore, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. Takes the 13-footer, goes back up. He takes it up and lays it in. And it's 8 points for Andre Drummond.
Well, almost impossible to keep Drummond from scoring inside, no matter how physical you get with him.
James outside. And they double up Davis. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Off target from 3-point range. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Pass to Rose. Now here's LeBron. D right on him. Clock at 6. Pass to Davis. Takes it from 10. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got 6 assists in the game.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Westbrook passes to McLemore. The three-pointer, no good. LA's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. It's stolen by Ibaka. Harden with it. He had 16 points in the win against the Clippers.
And he had 2 blocks also, don't forget. I mean, it tells you what kind of presence he was for him at both ends of the floor.
Here's LeBron and the dunk by James.
There's no stopping James. I mean, he's committed to scoring. He powers his way through everything.
And here's Harden. 8 points for him. And stolen by LeBron. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's McGee with the jam. And the Lakers lead by 2.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, Greg, it's a seesaw battle. Both teams are pretty evenly matched, and the score reflects that.
LeBron James. That's his first personal foul.
And Greg, when you're discussing and comparing James Harden and what he's done these last few years, you have to do it on a very historic level.
He's going to go down as one of the best to ever play the game. His production is incredible, and the skill level really is groundbreaking. Easily the best off guard in the league.
You know, there's one award that Harden has won. I think we can pretty much say for sure he'll never win again. That's Sixth Man of the Year. It's hard to believe there was ever a time this man wasn't a star.
Outside Bogdanovich. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. James has got assist number 8 now on the night. Rockets trailed by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's McLemore. He's covered by Bogdanovich. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Man, the mobility of Drummond is important to his team. When the ball is lobbed his way, it's game over for the defense.
LeBron outside. Davis inside. He was guarded by Fournier. And Rose wide open. He shoots. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So we got to come out with a great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jack. Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 steal. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oop, run the lane, had every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Well, I'll tell you what I saw in the first half, Ernie. 3 things. Soft defense, not enough pressure, but they can still win this game. They need to ramp it up. Is that 2 or 3? Doesn't matter. You understand, Ernie.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it out to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Do it up.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks great. And guys are hitting their shots.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. It's a 1-point game. They host the Kings after this game. That game is the first and last of their home games. And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Ibaka is out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Hayward in at the 3 spot. Near the 3-point line, it's Westbrook. Bogdanovich grabs the miss. Bogdanovich has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Rose, it's rebounded by Houston. Ibaka's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Westbrook, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And stolen by LeBron. Puts it up for Davis and finished off by Davis.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Westbrook. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. The league has cracked down C-Webb on flagrants. Leaving the bench. Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play. If anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics-Laker days. But how about today? My thing, Kevin, is just don't call it ticky-tack a flagrant. I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant 1, flagrant 2, a shot and the ball that can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, I'll tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now, what's funny is if you watch the games, there's the assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor, his only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no player can cross him. So not only is the league taking steps, not only the players mindful of it, but now you have an assistant coach. His only job is to stand up there and be an obstacle so that no players can step that foot across the line. It changes series. It causes big fights. It puts fans in harm's way. We just don't need it.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And the free throw line was a problem spot for him in their last game. Really struggled up there.
Westbrook against Rose. In the corner, it's James. Shot clock at 5. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Hayward outside. Back to Harden. And stolen by James. Here's Davis, and it's Davis with the jam.
And this is why his teammates trust him. James has a sensational feel for when the dish.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Westbrook against Rose. Westbrook drives in, and good that time. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Bogdanovich looking around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Davis. No good. Good D by Harden. For Houston, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Westbrook. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half.
Drummond, a fearsome defensive presence. I mean, he can put you on your head.
Hayward passes to Harden. And it's JaVale McGee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Houston. Robert Covington comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Harden slamming it down.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you as the quarterback.
LeBron dishes to Davis. It's rebounded by Houston. Ibaka's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
Wow, his first triple of the second half gives him 2 on the night. He's not making much of an impact from deep.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Davis, the pass to James. And Covington sends it back. Westbrook with a wide open look. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Harden. Great showing for him last season. He was around 26 points per game, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering.
Covington inside the line. The Rockets with another miss. Lakers trail by 4. Outside Rose. Outside Bogdanovich. 6 on the shot clock. James kicks to Bogdanovich. That one's off. Still out of sync.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, that's a good defender making a great play, and he does it without fouling.
His shot's it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
And the defense of Cousins making his presence known with a quick leaping ability, which he uses to block shots.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Teague for 3. And it's Rose with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Trailing by 4. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And that'll be the 3rd of the 4 straight at home.
Whether he's driving, posting up, or firing from deep, LeBron has it all. It's a fantastic evening for him.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
To the middle, and Cousins throws it down.
I tell you what, I really like watching Cousins use his athleticism on these alley-oops. He's a big target near that rim, but you can't forget about him.
The pass to Howard. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Outside, Davis. It's James atop the key. Shoots over Covington. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Howard trying to free himself up. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Bogdanovich.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
And even though Chris Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, you better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts when you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
And that floater is something Rose has been comfortable with since he came into the league. It's only gotten better with time.
Here's Westbrook trying to get open as Ibaka. And that one's good, Westbrook. Westbrook's got 11 here in this quarter alone. And not even 3 quarters out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's going to nail biter.
Working as hard as anybody for that rebound. That's not an easy one to corral.
And that one's good.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Lakers trail by 3. Here's James. He's got 16. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. 4th spot held by the Lakers.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Fournier comes in for Russell Westbrook. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive, and that one is hammered home.
And Caldwell Pope just blows past defenders with his speed. Just a sensational finisher all around the bucket.
Teague for 3. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Pass to Rondo. Kuzma with it. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Down low. It's deflected.
An average shot blocker. You want Kuzma to use his vertical, more to redirect shots.
Tries again. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. To the middle, Kuzma. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside, Covington. Right side, T. Another miss by Houston. The Lakers in the lead. Kuzma outside. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Cousins. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
Oh, and you have to love Cousins. This guy just knows how to get it done, and this slick handles too.
Teague against Rondo. Pass to Horton Tucker. Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Kuzma. Here's Howard. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Howard, double machine with his great rebounding.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Andre Drummond's checked in for Cousins. Gordon Hayward comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Ben McLemore in for Robert Covington.
I love watching Howard still doing his thing out there. A nightly double threat.
The kick out to T. From deep. Drops in the tray. Teague's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Howard against Drummond. Popped up there for Howard. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Lob it Howard's way. He'll find ways to finish. That's how talented of a dunker he is.
Here's Teague. 7 points in the game. Outside Fournier. We've got 1:28 left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to T. Just 5 on the clock. Knocked away. It's stolen by Rondo. Lays it in off the breakaway. And it's a 5-point Laker lead.
And Rondo is a rugged defender, outstanding at reading the opposition there and then coming up with the steal.
To the paint. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Dwight Howard. Andre Drummond, still a very potent scorer inside, Chris, but he's leveled off a bit with his production.
He'll get you about 15 or 16 a night, but I don't know if he'll ever be a 20-point per game type of scorer. He's working on his free throw, so he could get there. A lot of fans were hoping that he'd grow into more of a scorer, but it seems like he's best off as a complimentary offensive.
Houston making a switch. Harden's checked in. Howard draws the double to the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And how about the numbers on Andre Drummond? He's coming on an excellent season. 2nd in rebounding, 6th in shooting percentage, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall, absolutely remarkable. That's off as well, so he misses both. Rockets trail by 4.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Yeah, I imagine that's what they're thinking. You have to maximize the possession.
Fournier's shot is off.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Kuzma outside. Now the pass to Rondo. Out to Kuzma. Shot clock at 6. And the Lakers with another miss.
Not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
Back to Hayward. From deep, Harden. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
And the reach of power affecting that shot.
And we've reached the end of the third. Lakers ahead. They're up by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Let's hear what Mike D'Antoni was going over with his team moments ago.
Rebounds and lose balls. We got to get them. We got to get them. Let's go. Let's go. Got to want a little bit more.
Greg, you can tell by his voice he wants his guys to give everything they've got right now.
No doubt, especially on the backboard. For them to secure this win, that needs to happen.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Antetokounmpo out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's JaVale McGee. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Rondo in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Hayward outside. Harden left side. Passes it to McLemore. Puts one up from 19. Rebounded by McGee.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
That one drops for him.
And you have to do a ton to distract Caldwell-Pope. Just razor-sharp concentration when he's going up with the shot.
From deep, Harden. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Lakers leading by 6. And stolen by Hayward. And it's the Rockets on the break. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it's the Lakers on the break. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Lobbed up there for Drummond. A shot off that time.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Basket good. McGee's got the lead up to 8 now for Los Angeles.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Evan Fournier, and Russell Westbrook subbed in for McLemore. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Clock at 4. 11 feet away. Rondo can't get it to go. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. Double team on Westbrook. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. It's Caldwell-Pope with the drive. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Hayward from outside. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Rockets ball.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
McGee in the high post, working on Drummond, and stolen by Drummond. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Now, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers.
LeBron James.
Lakers leading by 6. Pass to McGee. Back to Rondo. Pass to James. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls it up. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And they double up LeBron. And stolen by Drummond. Rondo against Westbrook. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Drummond finds Ibaka. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And no good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. LeBron against Harden. And they double up LeBron. Looking for Korver. He gets it there. Off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. Here's James, and stolen by Drummond.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
Not a go-to shot when Hayward first came into the league. Now he's very comfortable pulling the trigger from there.
James against Harden. James right side. Over Harden. James misses.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Westbrook with the bucket.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, it had to be. These days, you need to stretch the floor somewhat to make everything else work.
Harden against LeBron. It's good. And the Lakers lead by 2.
Such blinding speed on the drive. I mean, James is a force of nature when he's on the attack.
In the corner, Ibaka with it. Rebound the Lakers. LeBron outside. Inside, here's Antetokounmpo, and Hayward with the block.
A rare block shot by Gordon Hayward. He has the instincts to do more of this, but neither the suddenness nor the strength.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
James. That's down the hatch. Knocks one more to his total. That's 9 for 15 shooting.
Huge bucket to take the lead on one of his patented finishes there. Just a couple more of those, and they'll be in the driver's seat as this game goes down the stretch.
And the pass to Harden. Lobbed up there for Drummond. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Some changes for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for JaVale McGee. Bogdanovich comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Rose in for Rajon Rondo. Davis down low, working on Ibaka. Right side Davis. And the rejection by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Harden. 6 on the shot clock. To take the lead. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Can't quite find his three-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half and still none since the break.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Down low, Drummond. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Okay, I see Drummond's offensive game starting to evolve a little bit. He's learning how to trick the D with a nice pump fake.
Free throw good, Drummond. Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. And both free throws good for Drummond. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. The lead is 2. High post, Davis. Working on Drummond. Here's LeBron. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Houston Rockets. And he makes the first.
For all those people waiting for LeBron to start showing his age, you might not want to start holding your breath. This man's got a lot of time left in this league.
And both free throws good for LeBron. Rockets trail by 4. Now Westbrook. With the floater, and the layup is up and in. Westbrook's got 7 points here in this quarter.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, oh, that's all about feel.
Davis up top, defended by Drummond. And Hayward with the block. Passes to Harden to take the lead, and the 3-ball is good.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, as long as they're hitting like this, how can you blame them? They're on a tear.
Los Angeles with another miss.
Gets the look he wants and still no luck. Tough night for him.
Westbrook, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Here's James. Here's Davis, and Davis throws it down. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit, and finished off by Westbrook.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just trying to keep the momentum now, and that's easier said than done.
It's Davis on the wing. Out to Kuzma from downtown, and another shot. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Ibaka's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Harden, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Now it's a 3-point Rocket lead. Pass to Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Davis.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
Harden the pass to Westbrook. Back to Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 4th assist in this one. Pass to Davis. Ball's knocked loose. LeBron against Hayward. Back to Davis. Clock at 6. Hayward outside. Pulls from the top of the key. And good. He nails it. Hayward's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets.
A crucial bucket, a necessary bucket, and Hayward's the one who goes out and gets it.
And it's Davis with the jam.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Houston's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times.
Los Angeles foul call. Derrick Rose. That's his 2nd personal foul. Shooting for Houston, Russell Westbrook. 2 shots.
Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Here's Rose. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And Rose wants that leadership position. When the team needs a big bucket, he is ready and willing.
Lobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
Drummond shoots such a high percentage in the post. When this team needs an important basket, they better look to him.
Now here's Rose. The pass to Davis. Kicks it out to James. That's in there. Davis with the assist. James has got 24.
Oh, well, come on. James has made plenty of these shots during his career. He embraces the pressure.
Rose against Westbrook. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got 36.
Oh, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way too slow to protect the rim.
High post, Davis. Working on Drummond. Davis kicks to LeBron.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Westbrook passes to Ibaka. There's 39 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock. Can't waste any time here.
And you're right, they desperately need a bucket, and every second matters.
Davis against Drummond. Davis kicks to Bogdanovich. Money!
And the Gus Bogdanovich has to take this shot. Wow. You can tell he loves the spotlight.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And the Lakers call time here. They're trailing by 3. 3 seconds left to play here in the 4th. What's your take, guys?
And you need a foul here to try and extend the game. Best case is the inbound pass goes to a poor free throw shooter, but really they have to foul whoever it ends up with.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Russell Westbrook.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
Oh, with a chance to ice the game, he's got perfect focus at the line. You could put this one in the books.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 3 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Yeah, they got to get straight to the hoop, then a foul immediately.
The 3 from Bogdanovich. It counts.
Timeout.
And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
The touch, the timing. Bogdanovich loves catching the defense by surprise with the shot off the pass.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're in front by 1. 1 second left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so they foul intentionally.
Los Angeles foul called. Bogdanovich. That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Rockets, Andre Drummond. Taking 2.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Well, what I like about Drummond is that he stepped up as a leader, which is important at this stage of his career.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. James, congrats on the win. What got it done for you at the end tonight?
Just being aggressive. I told my guys on the court that we had to make a run, and it had to be a good one. Defensively, we did a pretty good job down the stretch. We got some shots to fall, and came with the victory.
Great play tonight, James. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.